Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Baha Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baha Hashem, Rechaha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Baha Hashem, meaning in the name. Yahweh Shai, being the true name of the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls JC. Rechaha Kodash, being the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers of Great Millstone that teach and rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, this video was inspired by the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, going into when the Apostle Paul was explaining how he has a thorn in his flesh that he has to deal with daily. Okay, and this also can also correlate to brothers on their individual journeys as well. Each brother has a thorn in their flesh that no matter how many times you pray about it, ask the Lord to take it away from you, ask the Lord to boom, 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 okay, it'll always be there. Now you will have it to where, I'll get that later on. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 1 in the NLT. It says, "This boasting will do no good, but I must go on. I will reluctantly tell about visions and revelations from the Lord." So Apostle Paul, the Lord was dealing with him. The Lord was showing him visions and revealing things unto him through the Spirit. All right, wisdom. It says, verse 2, "I was caught up to the third heaven 14 years ago. Whether I was in my body or out of my body, I don't know. Only the Most High knows." Okay, so Apostle Paul, okay, he doesn't know if he was having a vision. The third heaven, that's going to the spirit realm. He doesn't know if he was having a vision or if he was actually there, if the Lord took him there with his physical body and all. He says, "I don't know if I was out of my body or if I was in my body. I don't know. Only the Most High knows." It says, verse 3, "Yes, only the Most High knows whether I was in my body or outside my body. But I do know that I was caught up to paradise and heard things so outstanding that they could not be expressed in words. Things no human is allowed to tell." So, the Apostle Paul, the Lord revealed something heavy, deep, serious to the Apostle Paul that human words can't even express what he's seeing. Okay, and that goes to show how much wisdom was in that, how much wisdom the Lord revealed unto Apostle Paul, bro. Okay, verse 5, "That experience is worth boasting about, but I'm not going to do it. I will boast only about my weaknesses." So Apostle Paul he could boast about, "Hey, the Lord showed me this, the Lord showed me that, the Lord dealing with me like this, the Lord dealing with me like that." Yeah, he could boast about it, but he says, but I'm not going to. I will only boast about my weaknesses. And that's something we all can learn from, bro. That's truly beautiful and truly humble. Okay? It says, verse 6, "If I wanted to boast, I would be no fool in doing so, because I would be telling the truth. But I won't do it because I don't want anyone to give me credit beyond what they can see in my life or hear in my message." Okay, so although he could boast in it, and he said he not going to do it. Okay. "Even though I have received such wonderful revelations, revelations from the Most High. So to keep me from becoming proud, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan to torment me and keep me from becoming proud. And this right here is the point. He says, so to keep me from becoming proud. All right. So, oh yeah, the Lord revealed this unto me. The Lord did this for me. Hey, the Lord brought me there, and I seen all the Lord really dealing with me. The Lord, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hey, all the boasting that he could do, it says, I was given a thorn in my flesh to keep me from becoming proud, to keep you from being boasted up in your head. Oh, the Lord, I know I'm one. Whatever. It's a good thing to have faith, or and to hope and to be confident in that faith. But it's another thing if you boasting and being prideful. Okay, so to stop you from being that, to humble you down, the Lord gives you that thorn in the flesh that you're dealing with, whatever it may be, bro. All right, whatever it may be, to keep you from becoming too proud. All right, the Lord puts a thorn in your flesh that you deal with daily. Okay, and the best thing to do is to accept that thorn. Accept it, bro. Because when you accept it, you're accepting Yahweh Shai. Okay, because as it says later down in this chapter, okay, in your weakness, you allow Yahweh Shai's strength to work through you, for lack of better, roughly paraphrasing. It says, verse 8. Let's get that verse 7 again. It says, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan, to torment me and keep me from becoming proud. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. All right, so he was begging the Lord to take this thorn in his flesh away. All right, and we don't know exactly what it is, but the Lord didn't take it away from him. Okay, and why didn't the Lord take it away? Verse 9, it says, each time he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Hamashiach can work through me. All right? Hey, and that's the same mindset we must have, bro. The things we dealing with on the daily, it's always every brother has a boss battle. Okay, that's how I kind of like to think of it. A boss battle, bro. All right, certain demons that used to come, you already done leveled up. So when you already slayed them through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord puts you on another level. So now when you go to them, well, now when them demons pop up, you just slay them quick like they ain't nothing. But it's always, each brother has that their own boss battle. You feel me? And that boss battle can be likened to that thorn in the flesh, bro. All right? And it's there to keep you humble, bro. Okay? It's there to keep you humble, knowing that you ain't nothing without Yahweh Shai. All right? You ain't nothing. We ain't nothing. I ain't nothing without Yahweh Shai, bro. And that thorn in the flesh reminds you that, bro. It reminds you of you just a human right now. Okay, so humble down. Okay? Just as the Apostle Paul, the Lord revealed all these mysteries unto him from the spirit realm. But he ain't boasting it. He wasn't proud. He was humble about it. Okay? And this reminds me of Sirach chapter 3 and 18. It says, the greater thou art. Okay, so the greater thou art, all right, the more knowledge you got, the more, you feel me, the more the Lord is dealing with you. Okay? It says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Okay, so the Lord dealing with you heavily, cool. I don't mean boast in it. If anything, that means be more humble, become more lowly. All right? It says, Khan, so now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses. Let's get that in the KJV. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So in your weaknesses, you're allowing Yahweh Shai's strength to be perfected, bro. All right? And that right there is OP, bro. That gets so deep, bro, because, like, really, you would think, like, this is just me speaking as a man right now through the spirit, though. You would think, this how these demons be fucking with your mind, bro. You would think you weak at something, right? But that weakness is really your strength, because in that weakness, you're allowing Yahweh Shai to work. Instead of you trying to fight that weakness on your own, you allowing Yahweh Shai to work in that weakness. And therefore, that weakness becomes your strength, bro. But you have to accept your weaknesses, bro. You can't keep trying to evade your weaknesses or deny that thorn in the flesh, ignore it. Nah, bro, you gotta accept it and learn to live with it, okay? Because that's ultimately you making room for your house Shai, bro. It says, therefore, verse 10, in the NLT again, in the NLT, it says, that's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Hamashiach. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Okay, so when you weak, bro, you become strong, because at that weak point, wherever it is, you allowing Yahweh Shai to work through you, bro. So just accept your weaknesses, accept the thorn in the flesh that the Lord has given you, bro. It could be anything. He lists persecutions, hardships, insults, all the troubles that you suffer for Yahweh Shai, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your physical body, whether it's financial, whatever it is, bro. Every brother different, bro. All right, whatever it is, bro. Hey, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. All right? Because in that weakness, once again, you are allowing Yahweh Shai, you are allowing Yahweh Baha Hashem, Yahweh Shai's strength to be made perfect, bro. All right? And that thorn in the flesh, bro, it's not always going to be, the Lord is not always going to, the Lord may not take it away from you, okay? That just may be something you have to deal with in this lifetime, okay? And that's how you ultimately know that the Lord is dealing with you, all right? This is Hebrews 12, verse 6, real quick. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So the Lord put this burden upon you, okay, to keep you humble. You deal with it daily, all right? You pray to the Lord, take it off, you pray for the strength to endure, but you dealing with this daily. That's how you know that the Lord is dealing with you, bro. All right? It may feel like it's demons, you being attacked, boom, boom, boom. But ultimately, bro, it's the Lord dealing with you to keep you fighting, to keep you humble, all right? To keep your faith in him. Because without him, you're not going to overcome that shit, bro. All right? Verse 8, but if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So if you're not going through nothing, hey, you got to examine yourself if you be in the faith. All right? Because all the brothers, bro, going through something. Everyone. If you're a true brother, a hopeful member of the elect, it's something that the Lord has on your plate that you have to eat, bro. You're not going to like it. Just as Yahweh Shai had to eat what was on his plate. Hey, we got to do the same thing. All right? That horseradish, boy. The Passover just passed. that horseradish. Every brother got a portion of horseradish. Every brother got a portion of honey. All right, something sweet. Cause the Lord is balanced, bro. He gave you the sweet. What the? Oh, Salak, I thought I stopped recording. But the Lord is balanced. He give you the sweet. He give you the bitter. Okay. But the point being is that you have to endure that, and you have to allow Yahweh Shai to work through you and strengthen you to get through that. Okay. And it's something every day, bro. All right. You have to fight it every single day. You have to accept the Lord every single day, if you will. Because I don't want to say you have to fight it, because it's not you fighting it. Ultimately, it's the Lord. You have to allow the Lord to fight it, bro. Okay? Just as with King David, bro. King David didn't fight Goliath. He allowed the Lord to fight through him. Okay? And that's the same mindset we have to have. We have to allow the Lord to fight through us. All right? To flow through us. It's not us wielding the sword. We just the mere vessels for the Lord to do it. All right? And we got to have that mindset in all things, in all our burdens, thorns in the flesh, all the chastisement. We have to allow all the weaknesses. We have to allow the Lord's strength to flow through us. Let's get this. Luke 9:23 AMP. It says, let's get it in KJV first. And he said to them all, red letter, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So it's a daily thing, bro, that you have to take up your cross. Whatever you're going through, whatever the Lord is putting you through, you have to deal with it daily and follow the Lord, bro. Luke 9:23 AMP. And he was saying to them all, if anyone wishes to follow me as my disciple, he must deny himself, set aside selfish interests, and take up his cross daily, expressing a willingness to endure whatever may come and follow me, believing in me, conforming to my example in living, and, if need be, suffering or perhaps dying because of faith in me. And that right there hit heavy, bro. But I like the part where it says set aside selfish interests, okay? Because sometimes that thorn in your flesh, you can make it worse by having these certain selfish interests. You can make it worse by having these worldly desires. Okay? For example, just a quick example, bro. A quick example. A thorn in your flesh or something you're dealing with could be a lack of something. You lack something, or you think you lack something, whether it be females, whether it be money, whether it be anything, okay? You have to set aside that selfish interest. So say you lacking, you ain't get no play, all right? Or how can I say this more like appropriate? Let's say you ain't got no girls, all right? Just straight like that. Let's say you ain't getting no play with girls. Now, instead of plaguing your mind, oh, I gotta get a girl. Dang, I gotta get a girl. Now every girl you look at, you just looking. and you just boom, boom, boom. You go to the store just to look at girls. You go to the gym just to look at girls. You go to the boom just to look at. You have to set aside that selfish interest of wanting to get girls, bro. You have to set that aside, okay? And deal with it, bro. Yeah, I ain't got that shit right now, but look, I got the Lord. Yeah, I ain't got no bitches right now, but look, I got Sophia, wisdom. Okay, and that's just a quick example, bro. Lord willing, that makes sense through the Spirit. But let's get that one more time. Luke 9:23 in the KJV. It says, and he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So it's daily. You have to take up your cross and follow Yahweh, Baha, Shami, Yahushai. Okay? Because certain things the Lord just not going to take away in this lifetime, bro. Certain little battles, the Lord will have you defeat them and they completely gone, or you overcome them through the Spirit. But certain battles, they will be with you in this whole lifetime. They will be with you to remind you and to keep you humble. Okay? To remind you that you need Yahweh Shai, bro. Alright? But that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, somebody got something out this video. Lord willing, it was edifying to the body in some type of way. Till the next time I say, Shalom, Abad, Babal, Kwam, Yasharallah.